All right, I have a question. Have you guys looked at the price of Lifeforce lately? Have you even considered doing Harvest at all? Did you know that Harvest is literally printing money probably as well as, or if not better than every other strategy out there? All right, maybe it's not as good as like 10k juice wisp drop 42 mirrors, but I didn't realize Harvest was actually kind of insane. So lately, I was streaming and I'm doing my thing and I'm farming and I'm having a good time. And, a bunch of people start gambling cards. And one guy goes, "Oh my God, you're deleting so much life force." I'm like, it's not that expensive. And lo and behold, it's really expensive. And I just had absolutely no clue. Now, purple life force, 2,800 to a divine. Blue life force, 2,800 to a divine. Okay, that's pretty good. Yellow, 2,000. 2,000. That's like actual end of league prices. Like, we're like 2 months into the league, 2.5 months into the league. The league's winding down. Everybody's being degenerate gamblers. Like, those prices are crazy. Yellow, people are gambling. Red re-rolls your scarabs, and blue rerolls your essences. So it kind of makes sense that they're all really expensive. Nobody's doing harvest. Nobody's even touching harvest. But what's really crazy is that farming this life force is relatively easy. You can just seventh gate and just grab. Whereas the sacred grove, it's on here somewhere, right? There it is. Harvest. You can actually just go grab harvest on your app device, and at any given time just go farm harvest, which is not a bad move. But I mean, did you guys know that the harvest sextant in chaos is relatively cheap? It's 35c. That's like actually a lot better than just clicking it on the map device, which is crazy. And did you know the compass? Now, before you see me price check this and you think about this compass in previous leagues, this compass in previous leagues is very expensive. It's always very expensive. And today, at the time of recording, this compass is like, we're just going to assume it's 100C at worst. At worst, it's 100C. At worst, it's 100C. So it's 25C to double your life force every map, plus 10C, we're just going to say a map. So it's 30C to double your life force every map. Now, my buddy Hado, big shout out to him, told me that, hey man, like, you're gonna make a lot of life force every map. So I haven't done this yet. I haven't tried this yet. I've set up my atlas to be all the harvest nodes, no wandering path, all the harvest nodes, all the top hat, growing hordes, all of the blue altars to be really good. And I'm gonna try this now in front of you and record this and see if this is worth it, see if it's not worth it, and let you guys know. So we're gonna put our life force away. I have 4 use sextants of each, 4 unrolled jungle valleys, and I'm just gonna go grab 4 scarabs, and I'm gonna walk you through exactly what we're doing, how we're doing it, and what's going on. So we're just gonna go grab 4 shapers. The best way that I was told to do this was to chisel your maps. So we're gonna chisel our maps. We're gonna roll our maps to the highest quality that we can roll them for. I have a lot of these, so I'm just gonna do this. I think I could do reflect, but I'm not gonna risk running reflect, so we're just gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna look at this. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do this. Now, I wouldn't, if I was you, exalt your maps. Don't exalt your maps. You don't have to. The idea is you want to run the juiciest map that your character can run, ideally 8 modded. So if you can run 8 mod jungle valleys, ideally you want to run 8 mod jungle valleys. Pretty much what you want to do is you want your pack size of your maps to be very, very, very high. And the way to do that is to roll your maps, corrupt your maps, and hope to get 8 modded jungle valleys. With 8 modded jungle valleys, pretty much you'll just have really good maps to run. If your maps happen to go unidentified, you can go grab yourself the unidentified sextant compass This will add more pack size. These compasses are about 10 to 20 C. This will add 20% pack size. So ideally, you'd like to corrupt these maps. Hope they go on, all 4 of them go unidentified with these modifiers on it. Grab this, put this on, and roll. But for this use case scenario, I'm just going to do regular 6 modded maps, all 30% plus pack size. We're going to take growing hordes. So growing hordes, it says we're going to add 10% pack size for each scarab. So we should add another 40% pack size. We have the top hat, the 2 scarabs, and pretty much we're just going to see together what happens. Now we're only going to use these 2. So we're going to guarantee this and we're going to guarantee this. This pretty much says that life force drop by harvest monsters is duplicated. Harvest monsters in your map drop 100% more life force. The only thing that affects life force drops is more monsters via pack size. So we don't have to worry about the wildwood. We don't have to worry about anything else. We just have to go to the map, clear the map, and do what we're doing. Now, something really cool to note, when I put these 4 scarabs in, it doesn't matter that I use 4 of the same because we are on growing hordes. Growing hordes will just use scarabs and they will be undistinguished. So we're going to open our map and you'll see it'll use 1 of each. It'll open it up. No problem at all. Now we're going to be doing Jungle Valley for one major important reason. Jungle Valley will not spawn boss altars. We don't care about Delirium. Delirium doesn't do anything for what we're trying to do. And pretty much the strategy that we want to do is we want to run the entire map really quick and we want to look for altars. Now we're doing Jungle Valley because Jungle Valley doesn't have a boss or have a boss, and you can get altars usually that don't have boss modifiers on them. So you can get a lot of these quant rarity altars, and these are pretty much what you want to take for doing your harvest. Now, instead of going into the harvest right away, you see the harvest is right there. We're just going to run all around the map really quick. You'd like to do this on a character that has better movement speed than what I have right now, but this is the character that I've been using to like pretty much do my maps and my clearing with. I should have put the weapon swap on it for phase run, but it's okay. We'll just take a minute. We'll run all around the map. We'll look for the altars. We'll grab all of the quant, all of the rarity. We just want to make sure that when we take altars, we don't take anything that'll brick our map because, you know, that's the last thing you want to do. So map drop stoop, divinations, nope. No quant, no rarity. We don't care. Before anybody asks, this is Frostblink of Wintry Blast. It's probably one of the most common questions that I've been getting all of my videos. Frostblink of Wintry Blast allows you to just like blink all around the map without a cooldown and having to worry about it, and it's like scaled up of attack speed. So we've gotten all the altars. We come into here, and pretty much what we want to do is we want to aim for yellow. Yellow is going to be the cream of the crop, what we're looking for, and hopefully the best bang for our buck. So we're just going to clear this really quick. We'll get some life force. Double check to make sure my loot filter's not hiding anything because I just made this loot filter. Looks good. Come over here. Now, this blue right here on the name means this is a tier 3 seed. These are ideally what we're looking for. So this has no blue named mobs anyways. So we're going to take this. Now, if you get a seed that doesn't have a yellow or it doesn't look very promising, it is okay to take other colors, especially with the cost of the sextants right now. And I'll show you something really cool about the sextants when we get back to town. So when we come over here, we see this is a tier 3 seed and this is a tier 3 seed. And you know right away, this is 2 tier 3 seeds and this is 1 tier 3 seed. So this is, since this is more tier 3 seeds, we're actually going to take this. Just simply due to the fact that we should, because it's 2 tier 3 seeds, get more life force overall. Just double checking, make sure my loot filter's not hiding anything. And that looks really, really, really good. You'll see our one plot with 2 tier 3 seeds has given us almost pretty much as much life force as that. Come over here to the last one and we'll notice right away, this yellow has no tier 3 seeds and this blue one has 2 tier 3 seeds. We're going to take this and just kind of see what happens. Okay, looks good. Nice. Now, if I do this on a character, if I do this on a character that has faster movement speed and doesn't die, our maps in theory should go, you know, a lot quicker and you won't have these hiccups and these misfortunes. What did I just drop there? Oh, an annulment orb. Nice. You won't have these hiccups and these misfortunes that like I just had here, but because we're human and things happen, sometimes you'll die, sometimes things will happen, and it's okay. So we have map 1 completed and put into the books, and we've actually farmed a divine and a half worth of life force. This is a divine of life force right there. Half a divine worth of life force, almost 2 divines, because this is 2,000 to a thing. That's pretty good. That's like actually really good. Now, I'm during that map had mentioned something that I want to showcase to you really quick. For some reason, if the yellow Sextant gets really high, you can actually see it's come down in price while I'm in the process of recording. If this for some reason gets really high, it's okay to do purple. Purples are a lot cheaper, and you can see right now they're about 30 each. The really cool takeaway to know about the Sextant is that it has a very specific line on it. It says life force dropped by harvest monsters in your map is duplicated. Harvest monsters in your maps have 100% more life. This doesn't distinguish between what color. This just says life force in your map is duplicated. The second line says harvests in your map contain at least 1 crop of color. So while this ideally gives us more yellow and this gives us more purple, both of the Sextants share the same trait. They give us more life forces duplicated, so it doesn't really matter at the end of the day which one of the Sextants that we use. As long as we're using a Sextant to duplicate our life force, we'll be in a really good spot. Excuse me. Same thing with the blue. Blues are really cheap too. Now, the exciting part about it is that since all life force is roughly the same cost, it doesn't matter which of the ones that we do or which of the colors that we take, as long as we're farming life force and as long as we're doing it and going quick. Now, you saw that last map took me about 3 minutes. That's because this character is on the slower side, especially with moving. But if your character can get through the maps and blitz all around, or has a better movement skill, or has more movement, or anything in general, you'll have an overall better time with your maps, and especially the amount of time that you spend in it. Now, these maps are designed, or this farming strategy is designed to be not very difficult at all, and overall it's meant to just be relatively simple and, easy to do. The idea is that you're able to open a map, grab all of the altars, look all around, pretty simple. Pretty simple, and you'll eventually just constantly remap too, so you don't have to really worry about having to go out and buy more maps. Ideally though, you'll probably not have jungle valleys and you'll have to go like buy a couple, which is whatever, things happen and that's okay. But so forth and so on. As you keep going and doing this, you'll get a couple of extra maps. Now, if you like this loot filter, this is like a heavily created loot filter for its magic finding. But if you like the color scheme or anything and you want my loot filter, it's over on my Twitch. You can get it by going over to my Twitch page, typing !filter. I do not recommend using this loot filter because you're probably going to miss a lot of stuff that you might want to loot. But if you want, it is available to you. So now we come in here, we see this has a not tier 3 seed. This one has a tier 3 seed. We're going to grab this one and we should be okay. Now we can actually see how long we're in the map, which is really nice. You don't need my map device to track how long you're in the map. You can do it pretty much yourself using like a stopwatch on your phone or a stopwatch on your computer or W-split. But if you're really inclined to get the map device that I have as of today or earlier today, the same day that I recorded this video, the map device was actually put into the store. It's a little expensive, but I mean, you can buy the map device and you can have it too. So, it's something kind of cool. I'm not trying to shill out for anybody, but it's available. So something really interesting just happened here, and I'm really glad that it happened, and I want to showcase this. This plot didn't wither, which is really nice. So we're actually gonna be able to get another use out of this. And this is because, is it this one? No. Which one is it? It's this one. Harvest crops in your maps have a 60% chance to contain tier 4. We haven't seen that yet, but harvests in your map have a 10% chance for the unchosen crop to not wilt. So while you're doing this, every time we choose a plot, you have a 10% chance to have the other plot just completely not wither. That's really cool. That's actually pretty sweet. I'm really glad. Sometimes it happens all the time and sometimes it never happens. So I'm like really happy that it happened during this video. Unfortunately, we're not going to see a boss in this map, maybe in the next two. So when you have a seed selection like this that has no tier 3 seeds, and yellow is an option, I do prefer yellow. Majority of the time, you're gonna want to take yellow, majority of the time. But if you have the option for a tier 3 seed, you're gonna want to take a tier 3 seed over anything else. So now we've done this map. We know it's about 2,000 yellow life force to a divine. We have about 2 divines here. and a divine here. So we've gotten 3 divines. So we've made 3 divines in 2 maps. Each of these maps has taken us roughly 3 minutes. So we've made 3 divines in 2 maps, 6 minutes. So we make a divine every 3 minutes, just kind of like talking to you guys and playing and casually doing things. Now, I know somebody's going to say that there's a cost to the maps, and there's a cost to the sextants, and there's a cost to this, and there's a cost to that. And yeah, well, you're absolutely right. And I'm just giving like basic, you know, profits or basic numbers of what your returns are. If you do this for an hour, if you do this for 2 hours, if you do this for say 10, 15, 20 maps, and you have an extremely large abundance of life force, just like anything else in Path of Exile, you'll be able to sell large quantities of life force for a higher than average value. There's also like completely random drops that you can get too. Like you see, we got a fortunate card there. There was an orb of unmaking. There's all kinds of other little random things that you'll get, but we're not really going to include that in the overall talks of our profits or what's going on, because that's overall pretty random. And you know, you don't know if you're going to get that stuff. Now, the only thing that's really going to affect your profits is a couple of things. One, how fast do you go through these maps? Do you go through these maps relatively quickly? Do you go through these maps slow? Are you dilly-dallying? Are you paying attention? Did you roll your maps? Did you pre-roll your maps? Do you have to go buy more sextants? The more you prepare your maps and the more you prepare everything ahead of time, the faster you'll be able to go overall. Are you dying a lot? Are you not able to kill the mobs? Are the maps too hard? Are you taking too long to identify which of the plots? Like this right away, I knew this one was really good. You know, it's all stuff like that. Also, there is a chance that the Lifeforce Sextant itself ends up going up through the roof. If that does happen, you know, that changes the way things are factored in. And if you should be doing it or not. That also changes like the, should I be doing the memory? Should I not be doing the memory? There's just a lot of factors that go into it. You know, do you have a bunch of scarabs yourself? Do you have to go out and farm scarabs? You know, all kinds of different questions to be answered and asked. But while you're doing this, as long as you're moving and not dilly-dallying and just kind of going map to map, you'll overall be pretty much A-okay. I do suggest rolling all of your maps ahead of time and having a plan to how many maps that you're going to do, and pretty much prepare everything that you want ahead of time, so you're just really not wasting time. Now here, this is a really cool one. So it doesn't matter which color plant that we have here. This is a tier 3 seed, and this is a tier 3 seed. This is a 1 tier 3 seed, and this is a 3 of tier 3 seed. So if the colors were reversed and this was purple and this was yellow, I would still take the tier 3 seed every single time, or the 3 of the tier 3 seeds every single time, because this is going to yield us the most amount of life force that we can get. Now you see right away, we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So yeah, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, so that's 1,000, 1,200, 1,400. So yeah, that's a lot. It's a lot of life force. I can't do math, man. It's not my strong suit. I'm just here to, like, you know, play video games and talk to you guys. But you can see, like, that's just a ton of life force right away. Very easy, you know, no contest, no question, versus the 1 tier 3 seed. You're talking about 2,000, almost 2,000 life force there, compared to 600 from a tier 1 or a 1 tier 3 seed versus a 3 tier 3 seed. Where it's, oh my god, dude, that's back-to-back not wiltings. What the heck is going on? Dude, that's exciting, man. It's just like, Harvest is so easy and so chill and free money, and this makes me want to do more of this, and this makes me want to, like, also, like, you know, redo my character so that I have better movement speed. Like the Frostblade's Trickster, like if you guys are playing like Frostblade Trickster, or something with like Whirling Blades, or something with like Shield Charge, or the warp, what is the warp? You guys know, let me know. I can't think of what it's called. Lightning Warp? Is it Lightning Warp, where you just like blink all around the map like a crazy person? I don't know. I think that would probably be a lot better too. So, you know, something to think about. That map, not too bad. Unfortunately, we didn't get a lot of red, but we didn't see any blue, and our yellow is looking really, really, really nice right now. I'm like really happy overall with the yellow that we've gotten. It's 11,000 yellow in 3 maps. It's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. So we're gonna do our final map now. Dude, it's 4 divines. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It's 5 divines. Whoa, this is wrong. Wait a minute. See, man, why does this do this? Why does this do this? This says it's worth 3.9 divs. Stack is 17. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense, right? So 50,000 divided by 2,000, 25 divs. What? This is why you double and triple check your prices, and things like Awaken POE trade and POE stack don't always give you the best. You really got to double check your prices. Like, look at this. It's 20,000 per 10 divines. That's crazy. This number has to be going off of a chaos value or a different value. Always double check your prices, because like stack of 50,000, 17 divs, that's obviously not right at all. It's kind of wild, man. 25 divs for a stack of 50. I bet you if you had 100,000, you can get like way more. I would go on to say that if you had a bigger stack than 50,000, you can ask for a lot more, especially with like the rising price of everything. Don't sell your Lifeforce in chaos, by the way. Like I've said this time and time again, like if you're thinking about doing this and this is kind of intriguing you and you're really curious, don't sell your Lifeforce in chaos. It's just not worth it at all. Like honestly, save up until you have a divine's worth or 2 divines or a couple divines worth and then sell it. You can even like use the Lifeforce. I know me, I'm recording this video right now and I'm going to do this when I'm done recording. I'm going to change it up so that I can farm more red Lifeforce, because I want to re-roll my own scarabs so that I have more wing scarabs to do my my own magic find farming when I'm done with this. You can do this strategy, which is really cool, and tailor the color of the Lifeforce to pretty much what you want and what you need. So if you're an essence farmer, for example, and you want to re-roll your essences and you just kind of want to spice it up a little bit, you can actually tailor the farming strategy here to be more towards blue. And the way that you would do that is you would open up your Atlas device and you would just change to which one of these you want more of. So if I wanted more blue, I would just unspec out of these and put these in yellow. If I wanted more red, I would unspec out of these and put them in red. Pretty much those nodes right there are reducing the opportunity or reducing the chance that you see the color that's selected. Now there is crop rotation. I don't know crop rotation very well. I'm not very efficient in crop rotation. I can't advise you on if crop rotation is good or not. I will leave that for you guys out of the comments. If you know crop rotation really well, please by all means leave a comment down below or leave like your crop rotation strategy down below. We would love to hear more about it. And then we're going to just do our final map. We're going to take a look at our profits and our costs, and then we're going to be pretty much on our way, and I'll leave you guys to it. Now, I can't guarantee the prices that they are right today will stay the same, especially once people realize that Harvest is completely blown out of the water and completely cracked money. These Sextants might get really expensive and cost a lot, and if they do, I apologize in advance. I hope they don't go too crazy high. Sextants right now are a dime a dozen because of all the magic finders, and Sextants really aren't worth too much. There is a world though where you roll your own Sextants and try to get your own. That's where all my yellow that you saw came from, and purple and blue. Now here you'll notice that we do have yellow and we do have blue, but we have tier 3 seed here. We're going to take the tier 3 seed, and I can't really stress this fact enough. If you have the opportunity for a tier 3 seed, take the opportunity for tier 3 seed. If one of your tier 3 seeds is higher than the other, take the highest tier 3 seed that you can and pretty much just go with it. Now here, like it's the same. It's 1 tier 3, 1 tier 3. This is 5, this is 7, this is more mobs. We take the more mobs. Okay, the mobs spawn. Now, I think you guys should, in theory, be able to do these maps faster than me. I spend a lot of time talking, and I spend a lot of time dilly-dallying and explaining things, and you guys won't be doing that. You guys will pretty much be able to just, like, open and close these maps and just kind of go as fast as you need to without really too much worry or concern. So, that's that. That's everything, and then let's get out of here, and let's double-check how much everything cost us. And we'll just make sure that we know what we got ourselves into. So we'll grab one of these, we'll grab one of these, and we're just going to price everything out. The Sacred Grove Sextant cost us 35C for 4 maps. Okay. The Yellow Lifeforce Sextant cost us 100C for 4 maps. That's 135C. We're going to say that we're going to use the cheapest gilded scarab that we can find. These are 42 to a divine, so we're just looking chaos really quick. we're going to say we buy these in bulk. So we're going to assume we spend 6C each. So 6, 12, 18, 24. So we're going to say 24C. Now I'm definitely overshooting it by a lot there. So compass, scarab, and then the cost of the map, I guess 7C a map. So 7, 14, 21, 28, right? So plus 28C. So it's costing us 187C roughly, assuming you have to buy the maps, assuming you don't have the scarabs, assuming you didn't roll your own sextants, and assuming you paid scalper prices on sextants. So it's 187C for 4 maps, which comes out to 46C a map. 187C, I think that's a divine, a little bit more than a divine for 4 maps. So yeah, you're looking at like 1.2, 1.3 divines. So we're just gonna say it's 1.3. We're just gonna say it's 1.3. So you're looking at 1.3 divines for 4 maps. We did 4 maps, 3 minutes a map, so 3, 6, 9, 12. So 12 minutes, right? And in 12 minutes, we got 6, 7, 8. We combine these two together, 8-ish, 8-ish. 7-ish, we'll say 7 to be conservative. So 7 divines. So in 4 maps, we made 6 divines profit. Math, correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody's gonna be like, you idiot, you don't know how to do math, or the sheer excitement on your face when you realize you did something wrong. But I'm pretty sure we made like 5 or 6 div profit in 15 minutes. So we made 5 div profit in 15 minutes while dilly-dallying. That's 10 divs per 30s, 20 div per hour, right? 5 for 15, 15 goes into 64 times, so 15, 30, 45, 60, so 5, 10, 15, 20 div an hour. Dilly-dallying, not really paying attention, not selling things in bulk. It's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. I don't know, maybe that's me. That's profit, right? It's 20 div an hour profit. I don't know. I'm gonna leave this information with you guys and see what you guys do with it. Good luck with it. Have fun with it. Let me know what you think. I don't know. Maybe we'll pick up the compass, or not the compass, the memory, and see where we go from there. Hotto, if you're watching this video and I just killed your market, I'm sorry, my bad, bro. Hotto's on vacation for a couple days. He's like, or he's at work about to go on vacation. He's so excited. He's like, pick me up a bunch of stuff to do harvest stuff, and I'm like using materials and stuff, and my bad, bro. Anyways, friends, so long, farewell, Avitas. I see you guys in the next one.